morning everybody, welcome back. It's been a while since I really sat down and just did a talking video. It has been very busy since I've started being on leave, which was like mid-December. For those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Vera and I am about to be 63 years old on January the 27th. Today is the January the 20th, 2026. And my birthday will be the 27th of January, so I guess that's exactly a week away from now. So it has been a busy time since the time that I went on leave, and I have had my sister visit me, so we spent the Christmas together and New Year's Eve and did a couple of day trips which I've made videos about. So I haven't really had the chance to process the real, reality of retiring. I am officially retiring on the 23rd of January, so that is this Friday. I've got a couple of things to do to go into work and just sign out, hand in my work badge and so on, and then I will be officially retired. Now, how do I feel about that? I am still up and down on that. I technically feel that I quit a perfectly good job, that I was enjoying it, but there were a number of signs which I mentioned in my previous videos. I was really ready to retire and start on to new things, which is what I am going to do today. I'm going to wrap my head around it. Oh, there's some birds here. I got a bird feeder. I'm going to wrap my head around it today and really process it, which is what I'm doing. So I will be taking you with me today. I plan on going to the post office. I've opened up a post office box, and I also have a class at 11 a.m. in the Apple store, and it is to learn a few things about Mac. I actually went from Windows to Mac and I'm still struggling with it, and as many YouTube videos I have watched, there are a few things that I've set up on my Mac that I don't know how I did that, why I did that. I can't get rid of it now, so I'm just gonna have a start from the beginning course and see if I can get anything out of it to fix up this one thing that's really mystery icon that came up on my Mac desktop. So I'm gonna try and solve that. I also will be doing listing. I really revived my eBay, and so that has been successful. I have more than made enough to what I am missing from my regular paycheck. So not only I made that plus a little bit more, even though I am due to get one more paycheck the 30th of January, and then that will be it. So far, everything that I checked, hopefully my federal pension will kick in on time. Apparently that is not 100%. You'll only get like 60 or 70%. It takes a few months to finally get it all sorted out. So my sister left. She left on Monday, and so yesterday I had the time to myself and I was just doing cleaning up, laundry and so on. My regular routine is to stop off and do some shopping, but twice yesterday I actually thought about it. I took the items out of my cart and walked out. I was proud of myself, because the reality is I have to really account for every single penny now. Not that I was a big spender before, but really now I have to justify everything, and I'm just gonna go in really lean for the month of February. I think I'll be comfortable to somewhat level, but I don't want to have any surprises, and I'm going to see how I do with that. Well, I had no luck opening up a post office box because I had to have 2 forms of IDs, and I only had 1 form, but technically I had 3, but they didn't accept those. So I'm going to see if I can get a copy of my registration, because they don't accept the one that is online, like a electronic copy. So I'm gonna head on up to my dentist now and see if I can borrow their printer and print that out. So easy task turned out to be just a little bit more detailed. So let's go ahead. And in case you're wondering why dentist, it's because they're next door to the post office right here. So let's have a look. Well, I think I'm going to have to put that for another day, or maybe this afternoon, but I'm going to head on up to Lynnhaven Mall to do my Apple computer class. And this all could have been prevented had my printer worked this morning. I could have printed out my application form, but it did specifically say on the website, if you cannot print it out, don't worry about it. Just bring 2 forms of ID, which I thought I had my driver's license and my government ID, but that's not acceptable. So they asked me, do I have a registration, my car registration, which I thought I had it in my glove box, but I don't, because I have it all on my app. They wouldn't print it out for me. I understand, not a big deal. So I went next door to my dental office, and I had issues there as well. For some reason, attachment was linking to the email, but the email never came through to them. And then when I went into my sent box, it wasn't sent, and all sorts of issues. So it's not meant to be today. Let's just move on to the next thing, and we'll come back to this again. I'm running late.
I will go over text, and then if I use that secondary click, which now we know is a click with 2 fingers, now I get those shortcut options, things like copy or any of my writing tools here. Sure. So I've got a dot under numbers. If I quit numbers, it'll disappear. Only because I haven't yet added it down to my...
Not showing up on yours, that just means you don't have it turned on.
And then there's a little toolbar that goes along the top. So right now on mine, I've got my documents selected here in the sidebar. Accidentally remove it. You can bring the downloads back down to that right-hand side of the dock, and it just makes a folder for you. If I go into my documents, if I find that, you know what, I'm constantly going into this folder here, well, why not just make a shortcut to it? I'll drag it down to the right-hand side of that dock, and now I've got...
Hey y'all, I'm finally back at home. It is 4 o'clock this afternoon right now, and it's been a busy day. I was running around doing errands. I did go to that Apple store. I went to the Apple store to take that course. The course is done at the actual store itself, in like out in the public. I thought it was going to be a private classroom somewhere in the back, but it wasn't. It was just a big table we all gathered around, and there was a big display, and somebody came and just kind of walked us through a couple of things. I did learn a lot of things, and I am going to go back again. Starting on the 28th of January, they told me that they're going to have a creators studio where you can learn how to create videos and so on. I'm going to need that because right now I am filming on my iPhone because my DJI camera is dropping frames when I'm editing. So my very expensive camera is again challenging me. So again, I will have to do tutorials on that, but that's okay. It's a great camera. I love the clarity of it, so I will continue using it, but mastering it. I also like these microphones better. These are, I noticed when I use the DJI microphone, it's got that kind of like a sharpness. I can't describe it, but it's like a sharp, canny type kind of sound. So I'm not sure why that is, but these are much better. These are Hollyland ones. They're the original ones that I bought before I bought my camera, and I'm going back to using these. Fancy that. So, lesson learned. Do not rush to buy expensive equipment when you're starting to when you're starting to do your YouTube videos, because you don't need it. And the only reason why I bought it because it was worth my money. It was through some sales of eBay. So after that, I came back home, and I got my passport, which is my second form of ID that they were requesting at the post office. Went back to the post office, managed to secure myself a post box, which I'm gonna use for my eBay store, because I do want to make my eBay store public and really, really start seriously just reviving my eBay store. Either I shut it down because I plan on traveling later on this year, or I just continue it and just close it down while I'm on vacation, or just completely phase it out altogether. I'm so distracted by my birds. I have birds flying all around. I have two bird feeders. One is that is suction cap that is on the window itself, and the other one is just a normal wooden one hanging on the shepherd's hook. And I put some bird seed out there, and I'm just like inundated with beautiful birds like in my yard, and I totally enjoy watching them. So 4 o'clock, I am starving. I'm starving, so I'm making myself some pasta, and it's my favorite pasta. It's called the Radiators. I don't know why. I just love this pasta. Let me show you. Called the Radiatore. I'm going to have some pesto pasta with some leftover steaks that I had from the previous day. So I'm eating down everything from my fridge. I'm not buying anything. I got stuff in the freezer, which I'm going to use. Stuff in the fridge. Plenty of food left over for when my sis was here. So I want to eat down everything. And February is going to be my very serious budgeting, finally, no excuses, budgeting month. I did stop off today on the way back from my Apple class home. There is a store which I've heard about from my daughter just recently. It's called Wizard Bins, and I think it's like Amazon surplus or returns or whatever. But the way it works, like on Sundays, everything in the store is $10. Mondays it's $7, Tuesdays it's $5, Wednesday it's $3, Thursday is $1, and so on. I filmed it. I'm not sure exactly. But guys, I managed to stock up. I stocked up on washing powder, OxiClean, floor wipes, stuff that is not going to perish anytime soon. And I got a wonderful bargain for it. Like my OxiClean boxes, huge boxes, they were only $5 each. So I stocked up on the Scentiva floor wipes. My vacuum cleaner was on its last leg. It was 15 years old, Dyson vacuum. I could have used it a little bit more, but it was like, you know, the brush wasn't turning unless I hold and vacuum. I came across the Wizard Bins. They had a Dyson V15, which retails for $850. I picked it up for $350, and I absolutely love it. I love my Dyson. I thought I had a clean carpet which I think I have a clean house at least. When I started vacuuming, it's like, no, this must be wrong. I could not believe the stuff that it was pulling out. I love it because it has all these attachments that you can vacuum the floor and it doesn't get tangled up, and you can vacuum your furniture, you can dust your ceilings and so on. I absolutely go by that. So I do love my Dyson. I did stock up, like I said, on things that I will not have to buy. Sundries I will not have to buy for the rest of the year, maybe even into next year. Those things are very expensive. They do add up if you have to actually pay the full retail price. So I'm very pleased with that. My freezer is full right now. I have plenty of chicken breast, chicken wings, lots of veggies and so on. So I will start utilizing that and being creative, and I hope to show you some of the ways that I will be budgeting and saving money, and just really February is going to be the ultimate test month, but I'm starting right now even though it's the 20th of January. There is no more excuses. It's here. Retirement is here. Less pay. But you know what? I traded that for freedom. No more office chairs, office sitting down, office work and all that. I am free to do whatever I want, whenever I want. And like today when I was out and about and it's a work day, it's like, this is just amazing. I stopped off at the thrift store, took my time. I did pick up a Magnolia blanket, which I'm going to list. Let me show you. So it's a beautiful knit by Magnolia. So I have not looked at the comps yet, but I know anything that Magnolia with Joanna Gaines, I think that's her line. So I will go ahead and have a look and see what the comps are listed tonight. I am also have a huge death pile from my personal things. A couple of Lululemon stuff and North Face and stuff that I no longer use. And I'm going to list that. And then I'm also going to weed out things that's been sitting there for a while now. It has no value. It's that is going to be taken off. And I also picked up, there hasn't been where it's $1.99 for like accessories such as hats and stuff like that. So I got a Carhartt balaclava or baklava? No, balaclava, not baklava. Baklava is what you eat. I looked at the comps and they can go about maybe $20-$30. Some are listed at $40. I did see one for $150. I'm not sure why that was $150. I think that was, you know, you can ask the price, but whether you're going to get it is the big question. So I look at sold comps. So I look forward to that. I feel like accomplished today. I made lots of check marks that I wanted to get done. So I'm going to settle down, have lunch, because like I said, I'm starving. I just had a piece of bread with some turkey slices on the way out this morning, which was about 8:30. So I'm going to eat, make my pasta and a bit of steak and pesto sauce, and I'm going to settle down, relax a little bit, catch up on YouTube, see what all my favorite YouTubers are doing, and then I'm going to go upstairs and work on my eBay a little bit. So that was my day today. Hey, thank you for sticking around and watching until the end. I'm gonna wrap it up here and publish the YouTube video. My next video, I'm hoping to create a video about tidying up my office. I am embarrassed to say it's very disorganized, but I do want to tidy it up, organize it with all the construction that I had, the floor works, downstairs, upstairs, and everything like that. It's going to be a perfect little creative flow functioning office. But right now, let me share with you what it looks like, just so I can motivate myself to definitely clean it. Here we go. I'm going to shame myself on my office. All right, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Just look at this. I have what's called a death pile here to list on eBay, donations, photo sorting out, finding place with this, doing a travel wall of all my travels around the world, finally get all my little souvenirs and collection around each country. I have a cabinet that's collapsing. The drawers are broken, so I'm going to take everything out, fix it, or I'm going to get rid of everything all together and just get some IKEA stuff. But I'm trying to extend the life of things and have unnecessary expenditures. I got this to sort out, and I have to find a cap to this. I don't know what happened there. Who knows where that is? I might even ditch all that together. This is my workspace and I am going to be working on it. So again, thank you for staying so long to the end. I appreciate every one of you.